Good day everyone, I am Chishel Tearo Baranda. I am the last reporter and my report is all about Theodore Brameld and his philosophy of education, which is the social reconstructionism. So who exactly is Theodore Brameld? Theodore Brameld was a philosopher and visionary educator who developed the philosophy of education known as social reconstructionism. He spent a lifetime working for personal and cultural transformation through education. He was a prominent supporter of the Soviet Union and often wrote about the relationship between teaching and social change. He was born on January 20, 1904 and died on October 1987, and his parents is known as Theodore E. Brameld, a real estate agent, and Minnie Dangers, a craft teacher. So after Brameld graduated in Nilesville High School in 1922, Brameld went to Ripon College where he received his AB degree in English in 1926. So, Brameld enrolled as a doctoral student at the University of Chicago in 1928, studying philosophy under the guidance of T.B. Smith, a progressive philosopher and politician. It was during this time that he became intrigued by John Dewey's philosophy of education, which influenced his own theory of school, being a catalyst for political and social change. He also held teaching positions at various institutions of higher learnings. That includes the Long Island University and Adelphi College in New York, followed by the University of Minnesota, New York University, and Boston University. Brameld also authored more than a dozen of books related to his philosophy of Reconstructionism, addressing topics such as minority problems in the public schools, pattern of educational philosophy, and cultural foundations of education. Brameld remained dedicated to spreading his theory of Reconstructionism through lectures, writing letters to newspapers, editors, and publishing articles until his death on October 1987 in Durham, North Carolina at the age of 83. So what is exactly his philosophy in education all about? Social Reconstructionism is an educational philosophy that focuses on reconstructing society. The primary objective of this philosophy is to change the society in ways that improve the welfare of all citizens, with particular emphasis on helping the disadvantaged. It was based on a 19th century belief in the power of education to change the society. So education is viewed as a powerful tool for changing and transforming existing social structures and systems. They believe that education should not be limited to the acquisition of knowledge, but should also be promote critical thinking, social awareness, and active participation in addressing social issues. In simple terms, Theodore Brameld's philosophy of social reconstructionism is about reforming society to create a more equitable and just world. He believed that society has undergone significant changes, transitioning from an agricultural and rural society to an urban and technological one. However, Brameld argued that there is a gap between the values of the culture and the advancement in technology. But do you wonder why Brameld has proposed this philosophy of education or make this philosophy of education? The main motivation behind Theodore Brameld's development of social constructionism philosophy in education was influenced by his belief in need for social change and improvement. Brameld lived during a time of crisis, including the aftermath of World War II, and he saw the existing social problems and inequities. He was inspired by scholars like Lewis Mumford, who had a comprehensive organic, ecological, and humanistic philosophy. Mumford's ideas had profound influence on Brameld's Reconstructionism. Brameld believed in the power of education to address these social issues and bring about positive change in society. He saw the lack of leadership in schools to create an equitable society and believed that Reconstructionism in education could be a solution of the problem of the time. Brameld philosophy emphasizes the importance of student-centered education, focus on reconstructing society and create a more just and equitable world. So there are 5 key principles of social reconstructionism. First is social transformation. This aims to transform society by addressing social inequalities, promoting social justice, changing oppressive systems and structures. Next is critical consciousness. Social reconstructionists encourage students to develop critical thinking skills and a critical understanding of the world around them. They emphasize the importance of questioning and analyzing social norms, values, and power structures. Next is active citizenship. Social reconstructionists believe in preparing students to be active and engaged citizens who are acknowledged about social issues and willing to take actions to bring about positive change. Then, there's the democratic education. Social reconstructionists advocate for democratic principles in education, including students' participation in decision-making processes, cooperative learning, and promotion of democratic values and practices. Then the last one is the community engagement. Social reconstructionists emphasize the importance of community involvement and collaboration. They believe that education should be connected to the real-world experiences of students and should address the needs and concerns of the local community. Social reconstructionism had a significant impact on educational theory and practice, particularly to the field of social studies and civic education. It encourages students to become active agents of change and prepares them to contribute to a more unjust, equitable society. So the goal of social reconstructionism is to create a more equitable society. It emphasizes addressing social questions and the quest to create a better society and worldwide democracy. In the context of education, reconstructionist educators focus on a curriculum that highlights social reform as the aim of education. In summary, social reconstructionism is a philosophy that seeks to reform society, bridge the gap between the cultural values and technological advancements, address social problems, promote global citizenship, and strive for equality and equity in education and society as a whole. And that's the end of my report. Again, I am Trisha Altearoa Baranda, and God bless us all. Thank you for listening.